Welcome back.
What's happening, gang? Peace!
This is like a free episode because we're a bit shit and haven't decided a new name yet, so
We're gonna
we're just gonna roll with it.
We're gonna go with No Surrender +1. We're back. So last week we announced that we have officially signed with Tough Wraps.
And I've got my large oversized t-shirt today for leg day.
Wrapping ends. Last night, as you can see, the remnants of our anniversary.
Been married a year.
We've been married a year and 1 day, 366 long days.
Long for me.
Long for Slee. Today we are taking you through a leg. That's rude.
It's not necessary on the fucking vlog.
I don't know.
You could have held on to that.
I couldn't. It was an
There's
accident.
no need to do that.
Today we're taking you through a leg workout. I've got posterior dominance, so I'm going to be hypering. I'm going to be ham curling. I'm also going to be hip thrusting. You're going to see some marvellous scenes today because I have zero posterior.
Corey's been moaning over the last week because he's now got 2 leg days a week and he's like, oh my glutes hurt, oh my legs hurt. I'm like, welcome to my world. I don't fucking moan.
When you train as hard as Slee.
So
I found different levels of training over the past week. I've been in the fucking floor. My weight still hasn't moved. I checked in this morning. I was 91.3 measly fucking kilos. It's good because the food's coming in, obviously, which is great. I'm going to take you through my previously core with core and show you the consistent Slee that your cream of rice and pre-workout should have next. But we're going to get stuck in, are we not?
yeah.
Are you excited? Is there anything? Where are you? What are you doing?
Well, I was about to say that, but you
Go on,
obviously
then.
spoke about what you're doing, so it's my turn to talk about what
I
I'm
know,
doing.
tell us. Come on.
So, yesterday and the day before I had 2 high days, and thanks to Cal, because he timed it perfectly on our anniversary, so we had a really nice home-cooked steak, chips, stuff, and yeah, that was really nice. So I've just had 2 high days, and the reason being is because last week I dropped 2 kilos in 7 days, which is great, but I'm doing wellness and we need to make sure that I come in full. We don't just want me to just diet and turn into a string bean. So we push the shows back a little bit so we've got more time to get lean and stay full. So I've just come off the back of 2 high days. So today I'm back in the trenches with my food. But something you were all asking for, and I have done a reel on this, but I am going to show you my baked oats as well. I think Corey's going to show you his pre that he's lovingly making every day. It's his favourite meal. But I'm going to show you my baked oats because everyone keeps asking for it. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that. And then we're going to go to the gym.
So we've essentially turned this channel into a cooking channel. So if you
Everybody
like
likes
food,
food, don't they?
I mean I do. Do you?
Everyone likes watching food.
Everyone likes watching.
I mean, all
food.
you do is watch food reels every day.
That's because I'm fucking starving and have inverted glutes. But we're going to take you through the first portion of this episode, which is going to be raw on foods. I quite like that as a ring to it. Isn't it?
Raw on foods.
Could that be a channel?
I like that.
Raw on food?
We just need to eat more different stuff because people don't like to see
We
chicken
just
rice
eat the same
every day.
shit all the time, don't we? On to pre. On to pre with Slee or core with core. We're going to start with obviously sorting out fruits. So fruits is 50 grams of banana and 100 grams of strawberries. Now, the reason why I'm weighing it out like this is because me and Mads actually share our morning banana. 50-gram things. Strawberries. Let's go. It's all about preparation, guys. Now, the most important thing we've got to understand with cream of rice and pre-workout, and boys, do not let her tell you any different. Size fucking matters. So with cream of rice, it's important to understand how to volumise. Because if we're not volumizing, well, it's going to be a pretty sad situation. Regardless of whether you're in a progression phase like Slee or not. 100 grams of cream of rice doesn't do a great deal. So we're going to get this made, and then I'm going to take you through the formalities of how we actually make this. So this is all about preparation. Obviously, every great chef knows how to prepare a great meal. And it's all about being proactive, not reactive. Because when the food is on the hob and we are cooking, whew, we need to be ready. So we're going to turn the kettle on and wait for it to boil. 100 grams of core to start off. $94, $99, $100. Today's flavour of choice is going to be blueberry muff. Now, we always, number one, mix the cream of rice and the whey. That's rule number one. Okay? Because we need all the powders to be mixed in together to start. Okay, we're going to get to 50 grams of whey in a minute. Can't be overdoing the protein when you're eating as much carbs as Slee. LOL! And then of course, as well as the blueberry muff, we're going to go salt. 3 grams in the business. Watch out. A little bit more than 3 grams, Cor. You salty bitch. Right. Okay, so ratio, most importantly, is super important. We want to try and volumize as much as possible. So water is the way that we do that. Let's just get this mixed up first. Okay, what we're going to do, for every 100 grams of cream of rice, we're going to do 500 grams of water, but we're going to do it in segments. So we're going to start off with 300 grams. Now please guys, remember that it doesn't matter, or you have to remember that each cream of rice is different. If it's baby rice, you're going to have to mix it slightly differently, but I always go with a 5-to-1 ratio. And it's going to mix like this. If you come and have a look a little bit closer. So first, that's the first 300 grams in. You can see it's getting really thick, a bit like a cake mixture. Then we're going to go another 100 to 400. Mix this up. $100 grams more, and we will be good to microwave. Yes, I said microwave. Okay. Now this needs slow needling. We want kneading. Like I know what I'm fucking talking about. Bodybuilding on cooking. This is the best. So we slowly just work the water, and it should be watery, into the mixture. When this is done, right, you're going to be like, not only does Corey have a fantastic personality and sense of humour, an enormous amount of charisma, and a receding hairline, But he also cooks up an absolute fucking storm. Do you know what? I actually think we're going to be able to get some more water into this. And this is all about volume, guys. It's a volume game. Don't let anybody tell you different. Like I said, regardless of what she says, regardless of what she tells you in bed, size fucking matters. Oh, got 550 in here. Okay, tell a lie. For every 100 grams of cream of rice, go 5.5. Okay, so once you have this sort of mixture, relatively thick, but relatively runny, we're going to put it in the microwave for a minute. Now just have a look at the consistency here before we go in. That's what we're looking like at the moment. And now we wait. The thickness is real. One minute in, another 30 seconds, and we're good to go on phase 2. Look at that. Phase 2 is a go. Phase 2 is adding topping. Fruit. Last but not least, oh yeah, 20 grams of the golden liquid that is almond butter, because I like it. Correction, I fucking love it. And there you have pre with slee, core with core. Look at the consistency on that.
So we are still working. Corey's got his pre. I've not made mine yet. I try and put it off. I try and fast for 4 hours after I take my lipolytics in the morning to just maximise the fat loss process.
Fuck that.
It is 8:24. I usually aim to eat for like 9, so I'm going to start the baking oats process in a minute. However, I just want to show you, this is what we do. We do check-ins all day, we manage our clients all day, but you all know this. But I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update on one of my girls, and I think actually she checked in on a day where I was on the vlog before, so you've all seen her before. This is Katie Downey. She's currently 12 weeks out from her first show of the year. Don't know if you're going to be able to see her, but looking extremely good. Now Katie is somebody who's been working with me for 2 years, and the reason why I feel like this is a good timing that she's popped up as we're recording now is that her getting to this point has taken her 2 years of just consistent, relentless hard work, and it's just to sort of prove the point that to be good at this and to excel and to get to where you want to be, you have to put the time and effort in. I've been bodybuilding with physique goals like 4 years. Corey's been doing it about 10. Like, you need to understand. You need to understand that this stuff takes time. She looks absolutely incredible, and we're going to be stepping on every stage this year and making sure that she gets what she deserves, because she's literally worked relentlessly from 2 years previous, somebody who just liked the idea of the gym, to now being a competitive figure girl. And if you put the work in, don't miss a beat. She still sends me training videos every single day. Here's one from yesterday at 5 PM. She sent me a training video, so you can see.
That is the fucking difference.
She does that every single day, sends me training videos, trains like an animal, checks in on time, fills in her sheets, and just relentlessly works hard. And that's the sort of progress you can make in a 2-year period if you genuinely put the work in and fucking are relentless. But anyway, less of that. I'm going to make my food, so that's what you already care about. Baked oats. Obviously, ignore my measurements because you might not be eating what I'm eating. But the trick. Oats in a bowl. 100 grams for me.
You want 100 grams of oats?
Vegan weight. Yep, 100 grams of oats on prep.
That's fucking banging.
Work hard and you can eat 100 grams of oats for breakfast. 30 grams of whey. Now the trick is here, mix it all in together. Get your whey. If you want to be super flamboyant, you put a little bit of baking powder in it. But I don't bother. Salt, whey, oats. Boiling water. Pour in your boiling water. Now there's no ratio for this because it depends how much whey you use, depends what oats you use. For the best oats, to be honest, use jumbo oats. They just cook so much better. If you want like that bready texture, jumbo oats are the one. I usually put about 3 times the amount of water into oats, maybe 2.5. But the trick is you want it to be like stodgy, you don't want it runny. Otherwise you're not going to have good baked oats, they're just going to be runny and they're not going to be very nice. So you want the consistency kind of like this. And then let it sit for like a minute. Like you want the oats to cook a little bit. So let it sit for a minute, leave it there. While I am waiting for this to like set a little bit, I'm going to put my, or cook a little bit. I'm going to chop up the banana. Now whatever you put in it, do your thing. Banana's the best, it makes like banana bread. But I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update on my food as well. Like obviously I'm eating 100 grams of oats here. On my training day at the minute I've got 200 grams of carbs, 35 grams of fat and 150 grams of protein. On a rest day it's the same but it's 150 grams of carbs. Now my 2 high days that I just had were 400 grams of carbs each and 50 grams of fat. So it's quite a drop down. I'm not having a bad time, like 200 grams of carbs on a training day isn't bad. However, I am hungry and I am getting lean and my body is getting tired, but the high days were very welcome. That's kind of what I'm doing now. So, just chopped up all my banana. You can see how like thick it is. And just mix it in. Mix it in. So you've got like a nice cakey, hard, not too runny texture.
Why does it sound like an OnlyFans?
Because food is porn. Food is porn.
Runny. And here you can see the thickness. We don't want it runny, we want it thick.
Then we put in the dark chocolate.
You're just ignoring me.
Just ignoring you.
They're tanky.
Squish it in.
Oh yes. No. Say wedge it in.
Wedge it in.
Wedge it in.
Then seal it off. There you go.
Seal it off. Turn it on.
In the air fryer.
Oh god, that was aggressive.
You need to make sure it shuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
180 for 15 minutes. Air fryer is done. And this is what we're looking at. Definitely use a tea towel because you won't even burn your fingers. Basically, cake. And, theory, when you open it up, that looks nice, doesn't it? Should be like cakey and not runny. Yeah, mate.
Cake.
It's literally my favourite meal of the day. It's very sad that it's the first thing I eat, and then when I get back from the gym, I'm like, oh,
Everything else is shit.
poverty portions for the rest of the day. So I just sit here and nurse my oats. It's fucking banging, to be honest.
We've just had a delivery from Supplement Needs before leaving for legs, and we have been gifted the new Vigo.
The new vegan isolate.
That, to be fair, that's actually quite a good like shortened version.
Vigo.
Like Vigo, because it's vegan ISO, right? Vigo
And
Plus.
most vegan protein is an isolate. Now, Dr. Dean has spent a long time formulating this to be like the best quality vegan protein. Like, there's a lot of shit vegan protein out there. So he has come up with these in 2 nice flavours, chocolate peanut and golden wheaties. Just done a little taste test. The chocolate peanut is very nice. It's very peanutty with like an aftertaste of chocolate. And the golden wheaties is also nice, but
Very strong.
it's incredibly strong. So I feel like be better like mixed in with oats or mixed in with like cream of rice or something. Whereas I reckon this chocolate peanut might make a really nice paste.
It's like standalone, so that the taste is quite powerful. But then when it's actually like diluted into it, so we had like a blueberry muffin flavour one that I had today. Like, you have that on its own, like as a shake. It's not the best thing to drink on its own, but then you put it in cream of rice and it absolutely fucking bangs. So I really like the golden wheaty one, to be fair. Chocolate peanut's pretty fucking consistent, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, chocolate can be nailed anyway. Chocolate is chocolate, but golden wheaties for me bangs. I kind of want to change my post-workout meal and have cream of rice so I can fucking devour 115 grams of it. But yeah, do you like it? Are you happy?
Yeah.
You're the first person to try it. Except me.
I am the first one to try. It's
because you shit yourself every time you have dinner.
Yeah, I can't have lactose. So I said, when it's available, send it to me.
Send it to Slee. Wow, all very good.
Right, now we can go to the gym.
Should we go and get big legs now?
Get your balls out of your fucking purse type shit. Legs go.
So, Corey is wiggling his way into my leg session today. So, he's doing single leg hamstring curl with me. But one thing I thought was worth mentioning is that I'm now 9 weeks out from my first penciled in show. And at the moment, my volume hasn't changed, my training hasn't changed. I'm still driving as much progressive overload as possible. Like my reps, my sets, my rep ranges, my weights, like nothing has changed. My sessions still look exactly the same now as they did 4, 5, 6, 10, 16 weeks ago. And not until I'm in the later stages of prep and later stages, maybe 6 weeks out, 5 weeks out, 4 weeks out, when we start to manipulate that volume. At the moment, I'm able to recover from what I'm doing, and that is the most important thing. So that communication is key. To say, I'm still able to recover, I'm still able to drive as much stimulus, volume as I possibly can to ensure that I'm retaining the muscle that I've built. And this is a bit of a note to say, just because you're going into prep, don't change your training style. Like, don't get 10 weeks out and like, oh, suddenly I need to go high volume and low weight. Right? That's not a thing. What build the muscle will retain the muscle. So drive as much training stimulus as you possibly can. That you can still recover from, but do not change your training style. And only you think about later on in prep, then managing those fatigue markers. So keep training hard, and you will keep, hopefully, the fullness of the muscle that you built in the off-season.
Nothing worse than sharing a machine with somebody and they don't pay any attention to the fact that they readjust the fucking settings, they change the weights, and they just get off doing their set and be like, go on then, dickhead. It's right, I'll reset the machine for you, mate.
Hang on a minute. Do you set it for me? No.
I was here first. Just come and intrude on my single leg hamstring curl.
I think you're fine. I was here first.
training legs about fucking 6 months ago, and now you've started to do it properly. You've joined me. Thank you.
I was here first training legs 6 months ago.
You've only just started fucking doing a proper leg day.
I've also been minus 4% body fat for the past fucking 6 months.
Yeah. So I was here first.
Hamstring curl done, onto hypers. And I'm going to show you how I set hypers up, because the reality is for a lot of us, most hyper extensions, 45 degrees, are really shallow. And the biggest problem we face is actually being able to target the muscle in its weakest range and position, which is a lengthened. So if you can't get into an effective lengthened position, how are you supposed to drive and maximize net stimulus? Well, you fucking can't. So I put the 45-degree hyper on stilts, blocks, plates. So I'm going to show you how we roll with that. Escalation in weight from last week. This is my second session, leg session on this new rotation and block. So like, I set numbers last week. I'm in a position where, because I set numbers effectively and I matched the rep range, I can escalate this week straight away. So this is very much get your balls out your purse, I can't lie. Let's fucking go. Stilted hypers. In we go.
Something I swapped out for pendulum and then had to squat. My knees in these fixed positions, like in a pendulum, in a hat squat, just not having a great time. I need some more free range of movement, so I moved on to the Smith machine, which literally happened in like my first week of prep, which probably isn't an ideal transition. Most people would go like from a Smith into a pendulum or a hat because it's supported. However, like, I need to prioritize my needs and actually being able to train. So as long as my fatigue management is okay, like I can manage the Smith squat okay over something like the pendulum, because my needs need to take priority. I've managed to maintain my strength so far on the Smith. Last week I actually progressed 1 rep. So aim this week to match or progress a rep. My top set is 2.5 plates aside, so still holding strength, but feeling slightly brittle today. Even though I've had a 2-day refeed, I'm hoping it's just mental. So I'm going to get stuck into this warm up, then go into my working set. Hopefully, continue to progress.
Is how it's fucking done. Your ability to progress in the logbook on prep is all up here. That's it. You have to want to. That's how you progress, because you know that every single fucking rep spent in here is a difference between what you materialize on stage. If your mind is right, you're focused and you're determined and you're committed to progressing the logbook and fucking attacking your sessions, you will progress your logbook and attack your sessions. And what you bring to stage, that will be the fucking difference. This is where the progression is made. Doing exercises that you don't like for the reason of bringing up your weaknesses, which for me is posterior, density through the glutes and hamstrings. Get your pink pad out and fucking hip thrust, baby. Let's go. trying that next gear. It's so nice. I mean, it fucking hurts. It really hurts. Ah, my legs. But genuinely, like, to be attacking training again, to mentally want to make it hurt, let it hurt, and continue on is so fucking good. And just a confirmation for me, like, I love prepping, I love competing, I want to win that fucking pro card, I'm gonna win that pro card, no fucking surrender. But this is what it's about for me. The love and enjoyment and passion I have for the process and just grinding out improvements every single fucking session. And being in control of that, that's what it's about for me. And although it fucking hurts, it's so fucking good.
One thing in prep that if you've never done this before, you have to be prepared for. And it doesn't matter if you've had a refeed or a few days rest. I've just had 800 grams of carbs over 2 days. And today, I feel absolutely trashed. Like, I don't feel strong. Everything feels like a massive effort. And sometimes it's not about the food and your like perceived energy. Just living at a low body fat percentage. I'm pretty lean now. Can't see through my extra large t-shirt. I'm pretty lean now, and just general effort day to day. And if you've been lean, you'll understand this. The general effort to just do things every single day, and your body fat percentage is low, is fucking really hard. So like sometimes dragging yourself, forcing yourself to progress is like a good win for the day. Like every single set that I'm doing today, I'm going to talk myself into it, so I'm like, wow, just sitting and looking at it, it's exhausting. I am progressing, but it's just a mindset thing. Like, I could just let it write my session off and be like, oh, this is shit, I want to go home. That ain't going to get me anywhere, so turning it on, telling myself I'm going to progress, just fucking cracking on anyway. Remember, like, this is a choice that I've made to do this, so I've got to embrace it a little bit. Sets, and they actually are not cheap gloves, but like really nice. Like quality is really nice. They fit nice, they're stretchy, they're comfy, they're seamless. So if you like them, buy them. But yeah, they do them in like 3 colours: leggings, tops, sports bras. But yeah, stuff is like super nice. Anyway, I've got dumbbell RDLs, and then I'm pretty much wrapped up. I'm going to do some posing, because you should always pose post-session in prep. And then I'm going to go home and eat, because it's like 12:15, and I've eaten 1 meal, and I feel like shit. So I'm going to get this wrapped up quick. Thank you. Mainly because I need to eat post-workout before I go hypo again.
It's funny seeing the transition of energy and just like watching Mads evaporate. Yesterday, 400 grams of carbs. God, the tanky was not cranky. Today, 0 grams of carbs. I'm joking. How much are you eating today?
80.
80. Is that it? Fucking Jesus Christ! I thought it was big. Just seeing the transition in energy, but also the reality of like that's what I was like.
Your arm's heavy, you know.
Sorry. Fucking hell, try to be loving. But the reality of prep, guys, 0. This is the reality of prep. This is the reality of prep. Lean on me. Lean on me, baby.
You're eating 80 grams of carbs or something like that.
It was a very, very productive session. This was my second week on rotation, second opportunity to mash the numbers that I set last week, and we did it. PBs across the board, feel good, feel excited about the process of getting better, which is good. And then for you?
I progressed on every movement, but I had to really dig for it. I had to tell myself I was going to progress, and it was fucking really difficult. But I did, and that's the difference. So I'm going to get shredded and stay full and keep all the muscle that I've built, because I'm doing it properly and I'm training fucking hard.
And that is how
But
it's
it
done.
might mean that now I'm written off for the rest of the day. But that's alright. That's what happens. So now, we're done. We've got check-ins to do, we've got work to do, we've got some reels to
Speak for
record.
yourself.
And then we've got some calls. We've got a busy day actually. So I'm not packed in for the day. I'm going to eat post-workout and then I'm going to be full of energy.
Back to business.
Back to business.
As always, gang.
Thanks for watching.
Pleasure.
We will have a new name next time we're here. Promise.
Peace.